Hello, everybody. I haven't been on for a while. I don't know if it's 3 weeks or four, but I've gone through a tumultuous time and not really been able to do what I would like to do. So typically, I would tell you the story and then ask you to understand the moral. What I'm going to do today is share with you what I believe might be what I'm supposed to learn and then tell you the story. Know how many people will see this. I really don't know how many people see this. I share this with those of you that have stuck with me and said you would watch my videos, partially to explain why I have been absent, but also maybe some other person might see this and learn from it. My message today is be grateful. Be very grateful for what you have. Talking finances, wealth. I'm not talking about possessions. I'm talking about um, the abundance of people or love in your life and be grateful. I have gone through a difficult time in the workplace and had to make some very difficult decisions. And what leads me to believe this is the lesson I am supposed to learn from this. This past week, my granddaughter, Jama, and her dad are on a vacation in Orlando. Typically, when they go on vacation, I don't hear from them. They don't send me text messages every day or anything else like that. They're off having a good time and they share with me when they get home their experience. This time, a little different. I received, I'm trying to think what day it was. I think it was, well, it doesn't make any difference. It was within the last 3 days. Multiple, multiple text messages, videos, photos throughout the day of what they were doing, and they were sharing the entire experience with me. Now, the irony of this is that was a difficult day for me. I will explain in a minute, but I realized what a bright moment every one of these text messages, these videos, the sharing of their experience with me took the load off my heart and off my shoulders. That told me, oh my God, Linda, you need to focus on what's important in life. Your granddaughter, your son in law, and people in your life. That's what you need to focus on. The hell with a job, the hell with anything else. And excuse my language, but it's you are worrying about things and you are forgetting to be grateful for what you do have. So, my message here is I've learned in the last week, I don't care what else happens to me, but I am grateful that I have a beautiful, talented, smart granddaughter. Her father treats me as if I was his own mother. I have the love of his entire family. I am very blessed with friends and acquaintances. And that's what I need to focus on, and not focus on things I have absolutely no control over. Now, what got me to this point? Still watching. If you've never seen anything I've posted before, then this won't make sense. And I would suggest that you go, I believe it would be my second video where I explained um, my situation and why I was sticking up for what the hales. I worked, I have worked for the last 5.5 years at a very prominent grocery chain in the state of Florida. The last 6 months have been extremely difficult due to, um, unfortunately, a young woman who came into our department having caused problems previously at another store, actually two stores, from my understanding. And she falsely accused me of shoving her. I did not do this, would never think of that. Anyway, it has become very difficult. I chose not to work with her, and she also didn't really want to work with me, I don't think. Um, and anyway, it's been very difficult. I have been stressed for 6 months over the lack of work, a number of factors. And I can't say that resentment wasn't building. But on the other hand, it was kind of nice not to work as many days as I probably would have worked. So it's all a wash. I came to the conclusion that number one, the store is going to be renovated or demolished, and they haven't been forthright in what they're going to do. So I actually started thinking, oh my, you better start looking down the road, because when they do this, you may not have options as to where they place you or how many hours they give you. So I was going to be proactive and start looking for something else, knowing that I was not particularly happy in the situation. The negativity in the department has just outweighed the positivity. I've done all I can to be positive and uplifting and be assistant or of assistance to others. And the more that flee the department, the worse it's getting. The cancer has spread, so to speak. So I started actively looking for another position, actually made it through, sending a resume, which really, for the position I was applying for, I thought was really ridiculous. But I sent a resume, went through a phone interview, went through a personal interview, was led to believe the job was pretty much mine, only to find out they offered it to somebody else. I was very disappointed, but I'm a realist. I realized maybe they felt my age was against me. I don't know. I'm not going to second guess. When I applied for the position, it seemed like such a win win that I thought it was a sign from God that this is the time. This is the answer to whatever prayers you've been putting forth and out there as to what to do. That really threw me into a little bit of a negative spiral. So I've been panicking, worrying what to do. Should I leave a job without having another one, etc. And like I say, it's not been positive. It's affected me mentally, probably physically. I think I've probably gained 10 pounds in eating candy and just not being myself. So I made the decision the other day, you've got to get out of this negativity. The negative environment. Now, there are two other individuals I work with that are also leaving. Two have left, who are leaving, and it leaves the negative Nellies. And I just can't be in that environment. So I thought, well, you don't have another job lined up, but the good Lord will take care of you. Put your faith in God. You're not going to be homeless. If you have to cut back on your eating, cut out the candy, and you will be okay. Focus on what is important. So that's what I'm trying to do. It has definitely just left me in a, I haven't been able to finish projects. I haven't been able to move forward, a very paralyzing state. And I don't like this. I have no control over certain things, and I am somewhat of a control freak. I like to be in control of certain things because I don't want to be dependent on others for certain things. I don't want to be a burden on anybody. But that's where I am today. I have a very optimistic outlook. The good Lord has put me in this position for a reason. I believe very strongly that my time has come to move on. Whatever reason, I was working at this grocery chain, and I'm still not going to mention the name. A few of you have commented and asked, and if you know Florida, you know the store I've worked for. So I don't want to say anything negative about the company, although I think they're trying to grow too fast and they're damaging themselves in the long run. But that's strictly my opinion. Anyway, that's why I haven't been on. I've been doing a lot of self talk, a lot of reflection, a lot of thought as to what is it I want for the rest of my life. There are certain things I have no choice. I do have to have additional income, but I have to be happy about it. And I can't let that negativity spill over into the rest of my life. I am so fortunate to have what I have. I am so blessed that I will put it in the good Lord's hands and He will provide. I intend to follow up with another video or two here that I have thought about doing and haven't done because, like I said, I've been in somewhat of a poor me, paralyzed, what am I going to do mode. But I do have some follow up on What the Hales and Otter Creek of a positive nature that I would like to share my thoughts anyway. And I watch Ray, Bone Crusher, and uh, Tube Town, and What You Do in Willis, in addition, all these other channels. And some of it has just actually helped me in many ways because it gets me through being so self absorbed. So I have comments. I'd like to say some things, but not in this video. My message today for any of you, um, and if you're still with me, thank you for listening, is focus on what's most important. And the people you love and the people that love you are more important than anything else in this world. We leave a legacy individually. You should not allow yourself to not be true to yourself. If you find yourself in a negative situation and forced with um, compromising your own values, your own ethics, take a strong look. And maybe God is sending you a message that it's time to remove yourself. Because we all have to be true to our God and true to ourselves, and He will take care of us. So, with that, I want to wish everybody a blessed day. I will be back again soon with more, hopefully of a very positive note, and I will share with you what it's like at 72 and a half years old looking for another job. Anyway, have a good day. I love you all. Stay blessed.